I kind of think that this has been a long time coming. Although I'm pretty sure, although I admit, I wish that this would have occurred a little bit faster due to the constant riots and everything that's been going on, especially with the over 30 people have been killed as a result of the BLM riots. I'm not calling them protests. They have long since disregarded that word entirely. I don't consider attacking people to be protests or even killing them. I remember Van Dorn, a black police officer or a former police officer, and he was working as a security guard for one of his friends. And he was late at night reporting for duty to that store, and then some of the looters came in, tried to steal a TV, and then executed the man live on Facebook. How did I seriously? How did that not cause a lot of people? How did that not cause there to be a major shift at that time to disapprove of BLM? I'm completely lost for words about that, because that shouldn't have happened. That should have easily been a PR nightmare for Black Lives Matter, the organization. But nonetheless, we're already seeing the issues with the ongoing riots and the riots, and just the overall destruction that's been occurred as a result. I'm specifically referring to a new poll, and I'm getting this from the Daily Mail. Quote, a new poll shows that just 39% of Americans now approve of the protests, down from 54% in June, while 44% of now disapprove of them. That's really weird how they made that. But anyways, 39% approve of the protests, while 44% right now disapprove of them. But that nonetheless shows a major dramatic shift. Originally, with the death of George Floyd, everyone was, and the entire public at large was supportive of BLM. And that was before we got all this evidence, before the video camera footage came out, etc. Then the riots started to occur. At first, a lot of people did not blame too much of BLM. Although now looking on that, it kind of was the case. Not that kind of should have been the case, not just for BLM, but for Antifa as well. Now, I want to make something clear. Not everyone in not every BLM supporter is like that, a rioter. They probably just have the simple general idea of Black Lives Matter, which I'm pretty sure 99.99% of people agree with. I'm one of those people. Black lives definitely matter. Everyone's lives matter, which is why I say all lives matter. That being said, it doesn't look good for the movement or the organization at large when there's a lot of riots committed as a result of under their name. And of course, again, look at Van Dorn and just how big his death has pretty much been a major rallying cry against all the riots and the destruction that's been going on. Cities have been lit on fire as a result. Minneapolis, New York, Portland is still on fire. Then again, it's always on fire, so that really isn't too much of a big difference. But still, Seattle was on fire, and it's now on fire again as a result of the Breonna Taylor protest. They're riots. They're complete riots, and all this due to not charging the police officers with indicting the police officers for shooting Breonna Taylor, despite the fact, and Tim Pool himself actually acknowledges this, and I will be posting his video down in the description below if you guys want to check it out, that Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, he mentions Charles Barkley, mentioned the fact that Breonna Taylor's boyfriend was the one who shot the cops first. Hell, Charles Barkley, by the way, a black man, is actually criticizing the whole defund the police movement. Saying, even going so far as saying on the Hill, and here I have it right on my phone, it's kind of funny. Who are black people supposed to call? Ghostbusters? And this is definitely 100%. Honestly, it's he's right on point with that. Especially with the fact that a month or two ago, there was a poll that said 81% of black Americans do not support the idea of defunding the police. And yet, places like Portland, Seattle, Minneapolis deciding to abolish their police department, and even in New York of all places, is calling for that. And Los Angeles. Oh my god. This is not something that people like. They don't like the idea of defunding the police, to get rid of them, which is causing a rise in crime. The Minneapolis City Council is already learning this the hard way, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get them kicked in the ass. Hopefully that will be the case. But don't hold your breath. But nonetheless, why is this happening? Why has there been this major dramatic shift now? Here's my opinion. It's not just because of the riots, although that definitely does 100% play a major part in that. It's because that there is no longer a stated objective. I think of this in the way of warfare. It's like, say, with the Iraq War and with Vietnam, how a lot of the American public have felt like, why are we still there? Why are we still continuing on this fight? That's why, because in Iraq, there was this push by the media and the Bush administration, Bush Jr., that Saddam Hussein was supporting terrorists and he had weapons of mass destruction. Come in there, take him out, give them democracy, that stuff. We did all of that, although there was a lot of problems resulting with the fallout with Saddam Hussein, the ethnic tension and that stuff, and we stayed there until 2011, which gave rise to ISIS. You can even say the same thing with Vietnam. Although I'm not going to say whether or not Vietnam itself was right, but that was just the general public opinion at the time. Why were we in Vietnam? What's the entire point? There is no clear objective. It was nothing like with World War II, how we're trying to fight Japan, stop their rise to power, and prevent them from continuing their global conquest, especially in China, or even with Nazi Germany, how they're trying to conquer all of Europe, pretty much put the entire continent of Europe under the grip of the Nazis and that sort of thing. It's nothing like that. The reason why I'm comparing BLM to warfare, specifically with Vietnam and Iraq, is because BLM no longer has a clear objective. It is just there for the sake of being there. The BLM organization, while it's definitely true that I'm probably going to get comments from a lot of people saying that they have a Marxist agenda, which definitely is true. The organization is definitely run by publicly admitted trained Marxists. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, the overall BLM movement, they have been just outraged, and they've been trying to spark tension everywhere with no clear objective, no clear role as a result, and that is already causing a problem. Plus, who is suffering as a result of this? Average normal Americans who just want to live a life. And of course, even minority communities, because a lot of the places that are getting loot are owned by more minorities, blacks, Latinos, everyone. And they're getting hard hit, especially with the COVID restrictions right now. Their BLM is just there for the sake of being there. Right now, the original reason why BLM started here in 2020 specifically is because of the situation George Floyd. Then came a little bit of the evidence and the riots and the deaths. And then there came with Jacob Blake and a few other people as a result. Despite the fact that that evidence shows that many of these people were actually attacking police or other bystanders. Then there have been occasions caught on film where normal everyday Americans were just being harassed as a result of by BLM. Hell, I'm pretty sure you guys can. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but at least a week or two ago, there was an elderly couple who was just trying to eat in a restaurant where BLM protest demonstrators were coming around, and then this one girl comes in, drinks their beer, and just continually harasses them. Yeah, not good luck. And now we're seeing an increase of rioting as a result of the Breonna Taylor lack of indictments. Not that I support indicting these cops, because, like I said before, the boyfriend was the one who shot first. But nonetheless, they have no clear objective. Without a clear objective and goal in mind, you cannot survive. You cannot have the entire public be behind you, because where are you supposed to go? Seriously. If you don't have an objective, you don't have a truly stated, clear-cut goal, why the hell are you even doing that? Or why the hell are you even here? Or is there something else that you're here for? Like how many people have been saying that it's just a means for the Democratic Party to gain fundraising and just to try to make Trump look bad. Again, this I 100% believe is the main reason why BLM is not really doing too good in terms of public approval. They are just continuing with their destruction. They're continually harassing and attacking everyday Americans. And of course, they have no clear objective in sight. All they want to do, just go around, do their own thing. And who pays the price? Everyday average Americans. I say that this has been a long time coming. Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are just sick and tired of the constant riots that have been going on. It is 100% true that one of the college professors who actually made this, who made this poll. Let's see who it was again. I'm trying to get back to Daily Mail. University of Michigan political scientist Christian Davenport. He quote put the change down to compassion fatigue. I think there was also a case where he actually also said protest fatigue, but call it whatever you want. That is definitely the case. People are tired of this, and they just want it done. My name is Noah Meehan on The Arc Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe to the video, and share with your friends. Also, if you have any issues regarding my videos, such as how I speak or how I frame my videos, etc., or anything that I should improve, please post them in the comment section down below, or directly message me up above. Thank you.
Almost